Well, hello. Today I'd like to give you my first impressions of a Quill fountain pen. And as I will point out at the end of the video, the brand is familiar to me. So, let's take a look at the pen. Oh look! A box! Insert B-roll footage from Doctor Who here. Open up the box, and we've got some junk. We've got a pen, a converter, some cartridges, and it does look like a standard international converter. Do I have a standard international over here? No, of course I don't. So we'll just move on. Pretend that never happened. And Quill, which apparently has a lifetime guarantee, and they're based in Providence, Rhode Island. And made in America. America! So they've got cartridges, which I may try at some future date. I was kind of hoping there'd be a date on them, but there's not. But they're very dried out because the water evaporates out of the ink in a cartridge over time. And like I said, I was hoping there'd be a date on that so I'd get an idea how old they are. So we'll try some vintage Quill ink later. So we get a little bit of literature, some pictures of Quill pens, a whole bunch of filling instructions in various languages. Yeah, I don't really have anything intelligent to say about it. The next two pages, we've got here's how to use here's all the parts of a pen, and it shows how you can store 2 cartridges in one barrel. And then here we've got a lifetime guarantee. All Quill instruments are precision made and unquestionably guaranteed against mechanical failure regardless of age. Any Quill product requiring mechanical service will be replaced free of charge when returned to the factory. Refilled cartridges, leads, and erasers exhausted in the course of normal use are excluded from this warranty. Also excluded are fountain pen nibs, of course, or other pen parts damaged by unreasonable use. And on the back, we can order some new parts. We can get 6 ink cartridges for $1.50 each. We can get a pump converter for $1.50. And we need to add $1.50 shipping and handling if we don't order less than $5. So check or money order. Apparently they don't do credit cards or debit cards, and they have an address. So I've heard rumors that the company still exists, but don't make pens like this anymore. Which seems to be the way pen companies go. Alright, so that is the Quill. Look a little more closely. We got kind of reminiscent of like a Waterman hemisphere. We've got a Quilly type of clipper doodle. Nothing on that finial. No other branding, nothing engraved on it. It's all on the clip. Snap cap. That was actually a nice snappy snap. Here, me pulling it off. Here's me putting it back on. Very satisfying. Metal, but covered with something. And it has a plastic section, which is fine. And then we've got Quill and a medium on the nib. And then a feed. Am I stupid? That feed design looks familiar. Not placing it, but it looks familiar. Metal on metal. And, for whatever that's worth. Let's look at the cap too. What the heck? Okay, yeah, it's got a little liner in there and stuff. So let's snork this converter in. I never like how most converters go in. It's like, am I done pushing? Oh, and it falls off in the ink bottle. So, let's fill her up. Well, we got some bubbles. Pull it back out. Let's do one more. Yeah, I knew this would happen because I did clean the pen already. You never know. With a vintage pen of unknown origins, you never know what kind of nasties might have been living in it. So I actually clean them with pen flush and stuff. So I actually don't know the era of this pen. My guess would be 80s, maybe 70s. But I just don't know. So this is a Quill. So Quill, based in Providence, Rhode Island. And fun fact, the school district where I teach, about 470 kids total in the district, is a little larger than the state of Rhode Island. Just a little fun fact for you. The ink is Parker Quink washable blue. You know, so far I'm not like excited, but it's writing pretty nicely. I was not expecting much. Flex, I'm not expecting any of this either. I don't know, if I cross my eyes, maybe I can imagine a little line variation, but not a lot. Wetness and flow. I should mention, one of the things I've noticed since I've started using this particular notebook for review purposes is these gray lines. The ink kind of doesn't want to sit on them. They're like waxy or something. So that's why you see a little color variation in the bottoms of the letters. Smear test. One advantage to doing Parker Quink washable blue with this is that my smears are all blue. Oh, never mind. There's a little orange on my finger there. Just pretend you didn't see that. I forgot I used some orange ink this morning. Reverse writing. Not bad. Kind of like a fine or extra fine. I wouldn't object to it, but it's definitely more feedbacky than the other direction. And the world-famous Peer Gustafson test. Seem to keep up with no trouble. No trouble. Something. Stuff. Done talking. So that was the Quill fountain pen. One of those slim black pens. I said that the brand was familiar to me. So let's see if we can zoom in on this. Yeah. So an office supply company. And they're still in business. They still make folders. They just, as far as I can tell, they don't make pens anymore. I was pleased with the pen. It was quality. It wrote well. I wrote it dry. I don't have a pocket on this shirt, but it's not the most pocket-friendly clip. It does slip on, but I wasn't too thrilled with it writing in my pocket. But as far as the writing, I thought it was good. Slim, so if you're not into that, you probably wouldn't care for this pen. I don't see where it deserved all that fancy presentation, but it was a good pen. I just, it's not a fancy pen. So, good for Quill for trying out a fountain pen during their, I don't know how long they've been around or what all office products they sell now, but good for them. So I'm glad I tried this little pen. So I want to thank you for watching and talk to you later. Bye-bye.